Doot, doot, doot. And the sound is on. And transition over to the talking screen and say hello, everyone. How are you doing?
I'm doing all right now. How you doing?
Doing all right. Yeah. Um, you said you're doing all right now. Is that something you want to explain a little bit more of, or just
Oh,
leave
it
it
no,
as?
it was just my I realized that I wasn't actually connected to the internet on the computer. And so it works now, so
Yeah,
we're good to go now.
that is incredibly frustrating when the computers don't work exactly as they're supposed to. So,
Well, that and
uh,
it's like, why is Discord not connecting?
yeah,
Oh, because it can't.
yeah. Um, let's see. I think I have anything fun or interesting to share. Especially because we just did some Sudoku yesterday. So,
Yeah.
unless you have anything to share, I say we go ahead and just hop right in.
Nope, nothing since yesterday.
All right. Then, Sudoku, switch over this way. And that's not the right screen. It should be this one. There we go. First puzzle for today is going to be Visible Inclusions Diamond by M1N3, or perhaps mine. Normal Sudoku rules apply. Killer cages. Digits in cages must sum to the number in the top left corner and cannot repeat. Region sum. Box borders divide blue region sum lines into segments with the same sum. Dutch whisper. Consecutive digits along orange lines must differ by at least 4. Thermos. Numbers on a thermometer strictly increase as they move away from the bulb. Even odd. Cells with orange squares must contain even digits. Cells with blue circles must contain odd digits. And black croppy dots. Digits in cells joined by a black dot must have a ratio of 2 to 1. Alright, let's get started here. Link in the chat if you'd like to give it a go.
Well, that 6 page in box 4 that's on a black crop keys, obviously a
Uh,
2-4.
and the squares are even because they have 4
Well,
sides, and circles are odd because they are shaped like the letter O.
right, and in box 4, it's either 6 or 8, not 2 or 4 in the final cell there.
Right. So we're at minimum 12.
Either 12 or 14.
Yeah. Black Crocodon is going to take out 5, 7, and 9. So this is a 3 paired with a 6. And now the maximum is 12, so it must be 12.
Okay, and orange is Dutch Whisper, right?
Yes. Consecutive digits along orange lines must differ by at least 4.
Okay, well, the 6 goes down to a 1 or a 2. Box 4.
um, the odd digit that pairs with a 15 must be a minimum of 7, and therefore, because this is on the other side, must be even, and so it has to be an 8. Because we removed the possibility that this was a 9 with
Right.
this here, and then the 6 also removed it in case it wasn't a 9. Alright, well, if this is a low digit, what could this possibly be? Well, it could be a 5, but a 5 only has two options, 1 and 9 as neighbors. So it can't be a 5, and the same is true of a 6, which only has 1 and 2 as neighbors. So this has to be at least a 7. If we try to go
over to
down...
box 6.
Uh-huh.
For the blue line, those last two sum to 4. Or sum to 5, excuse me. Because it's 12, so.
Yeah. Oh, I could have taken 2 and 4 out of that because of that earlier. But these have to be 1, 2, 4, and 5. Can't put a 5 here because that can't be 1 or 9. Oh, and if this is a high digit, this can't be a high digit.
The black crop key in box 5 has to be 3, 6. It can't be 1, 2.
Well, can't have 4 or 8 on it at all, but it could be a 1, 2 going in this direction.
No.
Oh, except for the
Because
thermo.
it's a thermo. So it has to be 3, 6.
Yeah. Well, I can't have 6 on it. So that is 5 or 7. And this can't have 6 on it, so that's 7 or 9. Okay, so that is 1, 3. This can't be a 2. And then this can't be a 4, so 5.
And the bulb could no longer be a 5.
True. Okay, what can this be? Well, if it's 1 or 3, it's paired with a high digit. Which I just realized my phone is just barely on. Don't fix that problem. Now, a 1 could pair with a 5, and a 5 could pair with a 1. It can't be a 6 because of the 3, 6 up here. Oh, but then this one has to have 3 different neighbors, so 5 doesn't work.
Now,
And this has to be next to a 7.
If it was 7 in go left one, in box 8, if that was a 7, it would have to be 1, 2, 3 on the in box 9.
Mm-hmm.
And you can't do 1, 2, 3.
That's 9. This isn't. We can no longer have a 5 here. But an 8 can still pair with a 4. We don't have 6 or 8 over here. So 2, 4 pair takes 2 out of that. Places a 1 here. A 3, a 5, a 6, a 3 and a 6, a 7 and a 9. And this one is no, it can't be a 4. That's a 2, 4 down there. It's an 8. 2 plus 4 is 6.
Well,
2,
oh, no,
3,
never mind.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 8, 5, 6, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 4, 3, 2. 2, 4, 5, and 1. I think it's missing. 4 takes out 5. So that's 4 and 1. That's not a 1. That's a 3.
Back up to the bulb. Can't be a 4. The blue line in box 2, those sum to 5.
That's 3 and 1 are all gone. This one's apparently just a 2. And 4 and not a 7. What are these two? 3 and 8.
Row 4, it's left with 1 and 3.
And 1. 2, 4, 6 places a 1. Or these 2 ones and those 2 ones also place a 1.
Box 4 is left with 3, 5, 9.
8. And you see 2 horse. I was about to say 7, but the 7's right there.
9.
Thank you. 3 left in this column. Well, the top digit's the 9 because it can't go here because the 1 in box, the 9 in box 1 and the 9 in box 8 means
Column
it can't go here.
3, the 3 can be placed.
4, 5. There's already a 4. It's right there. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. 6 and 8.
Row 8 is 1, 5, 6, 7.
This is
Row 8, the 1 can be placed. And box 8, the 1 can be placed.
column 2 finishes with a 9. And then this is going to be 2, 4, 5, and 7. Of the last 3 in box 8. 1, 2, 3.
Well,
5,
the top
6.
row on is 4, 5 on the blue.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
5.
6. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Comes the 6. 2, 5, 3, 4, 6, 2, 4, 2, 4, 2. Yeah. Excuse me. First we have this in Logic Masters Germany. No. Or, well, didn't try it without the diamond. I also did try the song. And 3. Alright, well, I tried. Alright, second puzzle we're going to do today is called The Flying Dutchman by James Cobb. Normal Sudoku rules apply. Adjacent digits along the orange line have a difference of at least 4, and cells separated by a 6 ball sum to 6.
Well, that's 1, 2, 4, 5, and all the.
1, 2, 4, 5. Oh, right. Sum to
Because they
6.
sum to 6.
I had a brain immediately switch it to be a
Right, and the one
differ by
that's
6.
horizontal in box 9 has to be the 1, 5 because it's on the Dutch Whisper. Box 9. Go.
Oh, that's not how that work. Well, if this was a 1, and you have 5 and then 9, I guess that could be 1 or 9. And if this was 1, then that's 5.
Well, in box 3, the top left and top right corners are where the 2, 4 are our 2, 4 pair. Because it's, 2 and 4, and then, yeah. Now in box 1, the center digit has 3 neighbors, and it can't be 2 and 4 as neighbors.
Yeah.
So
So you can't use 7.
8's neighbors would be 1, 2, 3, 4, and it can't use 2 and 4, so it's 1 and 3, so it can't be 8 either.
Yeah. 9 could
3
be
would
1,
be
3, and 5.
3 would be 7, 8, and 9. Is the similar one in box 6 helpful at all with the 2, 4, and 1, 5 not being available? Well, because it sees 1, 2, 4, 5 in the column, so it
Yeah,
can't be 1 and 2.
right. Chip Sounder says, hey, Chip Sounder, how are you doing? So if this was a 3, 3 plus 4 is 7, so that would be 7, 8, 9. However, if we did 7, that would be 1, 2, 3. But can't have 1 or 2 here. An 8 would remove 4, and a 9 would remove 5. So if this was low digits, this was a 3. But this one is less restricted. Oops. And so is this one.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not even worth having those up, but
I'll probably leave them anyway. But this 2, 4. 2 plus 4 is 6. And if this was a 9, 9 minus 4 is 5. So that takes out 7, 8, 9 from here.
right, in column 8, row 6. Row 6, column 8.
Row 6, column 8.
That's 6 from 6, 7, 8, 9.
1, 5, 2, 4, and 3. Which means these have to be low digits. This one isn't 2, 4, nor is it a 1, so that's a 3.
Well, and the row 6, column 7 could be a 5 if it's a 9 to the right of it.
Right. This one couldn't be a 5.
Right. And going up from that 3 in box 9, you can't go to 6.
Right. Let me turn off the phone's battery. Do not disturb. Let's see if that works. Okay. If this is a 1, it can go to 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9. And if it's a 5, it could go down to a 1. That's a little frustrating. But this one, if it's 1, 2, 3, or 4, then that would be high digits. 1 would allow for a 5, and a 5 would allow for 1. Now clearly, these can't both be high digits. So if this was a 2, that would make this 6, 7, 8, or 9, which would remove 6, 7, 8, or 9 as possibilities over here. This would have to be 1 or 5.
Mm-hmm.
Which is still possible. There's nothing running that too close together for the moment. This is minimum 3.
Well, no, it's coming from a 3.
Right. 7, 8, 9. Which means this cannot be 6, 7, 8, or 9.
Mm-hmm. Which means it going up can't be a 3.
So we get a 1, 5 pair. Which means this can't be a 1, 5 pair.
Right.
Although it could be a 1 and something else pair. Chip Sounder says, just finished making an entropic line puzzle. That was very difficult.
Nice.
Yeah. Entropic lines are really interesting. I really like the way that they cause a repeating pattern. If I'm thinking of the right puzzle type, where it has to go low, medium, high, in sort of an organized fashion. Well, I've got a 1, 2, 4, 5 quad in column 7, which means where does the 3 go? It must go here. Takes 3 out as a possibility from this place. And then this is 6, 7, 8, and 9. kind of want this to be a 9 because then that gives me 1, 3, and 5 is the only options. Because if it's 1, it's all of the high digits, including a 5.
Yeah.
2, 4, 1, and 5 would be gone. 2 and 4 and 3 would be gone. 2, 4, and we know 3 would be gone from here as well. Not particularly helpful. There's something interesting about how 5s affect the pattern. So we know this one's low, we know these are high. So if these were low, then this one would normally be high and then low. Now we know we have a 5 here. Let's say this was the 5. Well, I could have 2 1s here. And if those are 2 1s and this is a 5, it doesn't affect the pattern at all. But if this is the 5, then it's going to have to go 1, 5, 9. And so if this is low, then this would be high and low and high. So I would know I would need another 5 over here that's going to reverse the pattern again. You can sort of do the same thing here, where we sort of know that we have to have a 5 going on here to reverse the pattern. Because you can't have 2 reds next to each other. But if you put a 5 here, it doesn't disrupt the pattern at all. So this one has to go 1, 5, 9 regardless of where it's placed. Although I don't know if that's helpful, that was the wrong thing. Excuse me. Well, this is either a 3, or it's 6, 7, 8, or 9. It cannot be 1, 5, 2, or 4. Which means that this couldn't be a 6, which would have to pair with 1 or 2. Two, 4, and 3 are gone. I don't know how far to continue this idea, though.
Well, that one can't be a 6.
Right. For the same reason, this could be a 6. Hmm. Six has to be one of these two, so it's not this one. I feel like there's got to be more going around this paddle shape. If this is a 9, we get 1, 5, and 3. But if this is a 1, well, 3 goes in one of those. That doesn't feel helpful. Well, what else can we look at?
In column 6, box 8, one of those two has to be a 5, right?
Not necessarily.
It could be 1 and a high, right? Okay.
Yeah.
But one of them has to be 1 or 5.
Yeah,
So that's a virtual 1-5 pair in the column.
that's true. 1 and 5 is gone from here.
2 and 4 don't appear in column 6 at all yet.
That is correct. What could this one be? 'Cause it can't be 2, 4. But I don't know if the fact that this can't be 1 or 5 means anything. In fact, I don't think it does. Hmm. Well, if this was a 1, you'd get a 5 here. So you'd get a 1 here. And then the 5 would have to be across the top. But unfortunately, that doesn't seem to tell me anything. Either that or I'm not thinking about it correctly.
Oh, box 2, row 1, the 1, 5.
Yeah.
If it's a 5, then it has to go to 1 and 9, right?
Oh, yeah.
Which
That's
would
going to break
break.
this one.
That's a 1. And the 5 goes to 9. Can't believe it took so long to see that.
Yeah. Now we don't have a 5 down here, but we are required to have a 1. I don't know if that does anything. I do feel quite silly. One and 9 aren't options here, so 3 would be 7, 8, 9, and 8 would be 1, 2, 4.
The orange figure on the left that
Uh-huh.
starts with that's in box 1.
Yeah.
In row 3, doesn't one of those two have to be a 3? Because if it's
Um,
9 at the joint at the center point, then that's a 3. If that's a 1, then that's high and that has to be a 3.
yeah.
One of those two has to be a 3.
If this was a 5, this would have to be 1 or 9. It can't be, so it's not a 5. So therefore, 6, 7, and 8 are all gone. How did I remove? So it can't be 1, 2, 4, or 3. And we just showed it couldn't be a 5, so it must be a high digit, yeah.
And 7, 8, 9 in box 5 can't go to a high digit.
This has to be a 5. It's surrounded by 1 and 9. 6, 7, 8, triple. Another 6, 7, 8, triple. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 4, and 5.
Column 6.
Column 6.
Yeah, I'm just noticing that 2, 3, and 4 are conspicuously missing except for that one spot.
2, 3, 4, triple. 6, 7, 8, 9. Well, not 9.
6, 7, 8 triple leaves a 1 in box 5.
Oh yeah, that can't be a 1. So yeah, this is the spot a 1 can go.
One goes to 5 or 6, 7, 8.
I think this has to be 1, 2, 4, or 9. So 1 or 3 is missing. One of these 3 is 6.
Oh, in box 8, bottom of column 6 can't be a 3 because the 3 has to be in box 5.
Okay, the middle cannot be a 6. And the reason for that is because this couldn't be 1 or 2 because of the 2, 4 pair here. So now, regardless of which one is 6, this one has to be 1 or 2. Well, it can't be 1, so it must be 2.
There's a 4, 5 pair in row 6, yeah. So that's 6, 7, 8.
What can this one be? 2 plus 4 is 6. 9 minus 4 is 5. Which is the opposite of what I wanted. 5 isn't an option. No, still not a lot of good options though.
All right, column 5, box 8. One of those two has to be a 3. Can it be the end of the Dutch Whisper?
Well, if that was 3, this would be 7, 8, 9. So this would have to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can't be 1, it can't be 3. Can't be 5.
Okay, so yeah, 2, 4 would just go up to a 9.
Which would then force 5. Feel like.
But wait a minute.
Mm,
Okay, if it's 3 at the end, then that would be 7 or 8, and 9 above it. 6, 7, 8. What's missing? Oh, the other 2, 4.
from the
Oh,
row?
row 6. Where's the other 2, 4? Oh, sorry, row 7. It can't be in column 1.
Right. So it has to be here. 2, 4, and
And that's a 2,
9.
4 pair, yeah.
Nine can't pair with 6, 7, or
Anything
8.
but 5.
5.
And it can't be 5 in the elbow.
Right, because it can't be
'Cause
1 or 9 next to it.
yeah. And it can't be 2 or 4.
1, 6, 7, 8. That one.
And 9 can be placed in box 2.
This one has to be 3 or 4. Cannot be 5. So if we can't have 1 or 2, we can't have 6. Chip Sounder says 9 on box 1. And it can't be in the top row because of this 9. 2, 4 isn't 9. This 1 and that 9 rule out that. So this is the only place the 9 can be.
Six, 7, 8 triple in column 3.
9, 1, 6, 7, and 8.
Six, 7, 8, 9
1,
quad.
3, 2, 4. The
The
6,
box.
7, 8, 9 that you just saw, yeah. So that's 1. 6, 7, 8, 9, not a 1. So this one must be 1, because now we've got a 6, 7, 8 triple going diagonally. 6, 7, 8, just going to place a 9.
Well, that one that you just placed in box 8, leading down.
Right, makes 5, 1. The 7, 8 there did things. Chip Sounder says, where's 1 in row 5? Must be all the way over here. So math works. 7, 8 pair places 6.
Column 5, 7, 8 pair. Places 6 in box 8, yeah.
7, 8 pair places 6 and 9.
Row 9 has a 7, 8 pair, places a 6.
Chip Sounder says row 3, column 5 cannot be 4 on the whisper line because this
Because of
6.
the 6, yeah.
Uh, 4 can't be next to 7, so this is an 8. That's an 8. 7, 7, 8, 7. 7, 7, not 7. 8. That's just 5. 6, 7. 6, 7, 8. 8. That's not what 8 looks like. Alright, we did it. My brain's getting fuzzy. I don't.
Was your headache gone, though?
My headache? I don't have a headache today. I'm just fuzzy brain. I don't think, James. There's ad block. I don't think James Comp is I Love Carrie 23 or 273. That looks like a different puzzle entirely. Spoilers. Yeah, leave. That is all we get for this one. I am going to raise my desk and stand up. Let me get my microphone for a bit.
So, gee, do we have a new entropic line puzzle to work?
Alright, now that my desk is lifted, see how camera looks. Just a little bit. Not super happy with camera placement, but it's better than nothing. But anyway, but yeah, Chip Sounder, you did say that you finished setting a puzzle. Is it ready for solvers? While we wait on that, we should have time for 2 puzzles. And if not, we can always have that wait for next time.
I recognize that setter name.
Matt Tressel.
I believe we've worked a puzzle or two by him before.
It's possible. Alright. My face does seem like it's going to get a little quiet, but we'll just have to deal with it. That's fine. So I am standing a little higher than my microphone usually is. But yeah, do you hear me clear enough, Mama?
I'm sorry?
Do you hear me clear enough?
Oh, yeah.
It was funny that you responded to that with "I'm sorry" when I'm asking if you can hear me clearly. So
Well, I have a bag of pecans that I was emptying into my little bag here and was wrestling the bag. Or into my little bowl here.
at Costco, there's some hot peanuts, which are really good. I don't really know why I'm advertising them right now, but you mentioned you're eating
Pecan.
pecans, right? Yeah, you mentioned the pecans, and I did those. Yeah, my partner and I got a couple of bags of those. But yeah, anyway, I don't have anything else to say about advertising random products, so let's go ahead and do this
Well,
puzzle
you
here.
weren't advertising a brand or anything, just a flavor-ish.
Yeah. So if Costco or whoever makes those particular peanuts want to sponsor me, I believe my email is publicly available. But yeah. Anyway, this puzzle is called 3 Wishes by Matt Tressel. Normal Sudoku rules apply. Orthogonally connected cells within each region must differ by at least 3. Orthogonally connected cells between regions must differ by at least 4, and the central digit in each 3x3 region is less than or equal to its region number. Regions are numbered in normal reading order. Normal Sudoku rules apply. Orthogonally connected cells within each region must differ by at least 3. Now this is within each region.
Yeah, okay.
Orthogonally connected cells between regions must differ by at least 4, okay, and the central digit in each 3x3 region is less than or equal to its region number. Regions are numbered in number reading order. Okay, so I think I understand what's going on, even if it's a bit chaotic. Alright, link is in the chat if you'd like to give it a go. But if the central box or central digit of each box must be less than or equal to its region number, then these must be 1, 2, 3. Now this can be 2, 3, or 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. 4, 5, or 6, but not 3. And then this is 2 through 7. It's not 8. I don't know if it's worth doing those at the moment, so
No.
I'll go ahead and leave those for now. But these ones have to differ by at least 3. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And 6, 7, 8, 9. So that's helpful. Now, 4 has to be here, so that takes it out of those. And now, across regions, across region lines, for 5 connected cells between regions must differ by at least
It's
4.
going to be 5 and 9 in that particular case.
Crossing here, 9, 6, 7, 8, and 5 is all. So that's not 4.
Well, okay, now in box 3,
3.
5 is going to have to be next to a 9.
Well,
Oh,
it's
no,
in the
it'd be
box that can
next
be
to an
next to an
8.
8.
But it has to be between 8 and 9.
Yeah.
So it can't be on the right-hand side. Can't be in column 9.
Okay. Well, it differs by at least 3. So that would be 1 or 2, but we already have 2 in here. And then it has to be 8 or 9. Well, these have to differ by 3. So even if this was a 9, that would go down to 6 immediately. And this is true as well. So we get a 5, 6 pair.
And an 8, 9 pair. That's a 2, 3.
Well, these have to differ by at least 3. And one of these is 8 or 9. Well, no. These have to differ by at least 4. But whichever one I'm going to pick 1 at is going to have 5 next to it.
Well,
Differs by at
in
least
box
4, so
2,
that's an 8.
where are 3 and 4 in box 2?
6 are gone from down here. Differs by at least 4, so 6, 7, 8, 9, 7.
5, 6 differs by at least 4.
So
5 would be 9. 6 would be 2.
now these have to differ by at least 3.
Well, in column 2, those have to differ by at least 3, and 2 does not.
So we get 9 here. Places 5, places 6, takes 9 out, differs by at least 3, places 6. Differs by at least 3, can't go to a 9, so it must be 1, 2, or 3. Got a 2, 3 here, so that's a 1. Differs by at least 3, that's a 4.
5 is placed in box 3.
4, 6, 9, 5, and 7. Differ by at least 3, so 2 and 3 are gone. 3 are gone. Can't
row
have a
3,
5.
box 2 to 3.
Differs by at least 3. Say again.
Row 3, box 2 to 3, going from 2 to 3, have to differ from by at least 4.
Right.
So it's a 9. And the 6 differs in row 3, box 2. There we go.
Differs by at least 4. I guess the 7's easiest. That's 1, 2, or 3, and it already sees 1 and 3, so that's a 2. So we can take that out, and that differs by at least 3, so that's a 5. Place 6. 6 there. 5, 6, and 7 here. We've got 2, 7 there. 1, 2, 3,
Can't
4.
have 7 next to the 8.
Right. And that differs by at least 3, so 7.
Under the 5 is a 9, column 1. 4, 8. 9, 4, 8, yeah.
Around the 5 here, it has to be 1, 2, 8, 9, I believe. And there's already a 2 in the box. This one sees 1 and 9, so that's an 8. So get 1 and 9 here. 1, 2, 5, 8, 9, 7, 6, 4 pair. 1 differs by at least 3, so it goes like so. And
8? Oh, no. Sorry. 1.
there we go. Differs by at least 3, so 1 and 5. Differs by at least 3, so that's 2 and 3. This doesn't do 1 anymore. Differs by at least 4, so this is 1 or 2, so 1. Differs by at least 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Where this one isn't, 5, 6, 7, 9. 4, 6, 7, 8. And now,
Column 5 under the 9.
right, 4, 8, 5. Differs by at least 4, so 1 or 9, it must be 9. This one is a 3.
3.
So it isn't a 5. And then we'll get 2, 6, and 7, I believe. Which means the 2's in the middle that separates 6 and 7. This is 9, which I expected it to be. 6, 9, 3, 7, 4. 2, 8, 5. Which I think,
3 and
7,
9.
8. 3, 9. Sorry, 6. 6 can't be next to 5. 1, 4, 7. 7, 1. 7 can't be next to 9. Differs by at least 4. 6. 8, 3, 7, 4. There we go. That was a super speedy puzzle. That's it. Unloaded Master's Journey. Yes, it is. Matt Tressel is Ennis Dots. Row 9 from left to right. Very nice. And I would say it's pretty easy.
Yeah.
Like it's pretty basic mathematics. And so just how quickly you get through it. Yeah, definitely a very elegant set of rules. Yeah. I have nothing here, so submit rating. Copy that. Get rid of those. This, that, and the last puzzle we're going to do today is going to be 2 is the loneliest number by Caleb Morris. Normal Sudoku rules apply. Within cage, digits do not repeat, and sum to the total given. Adjacent digits on a green line must have a difference of at least 5, and digits in cells shown by a black dot are in a 2-to-1 ratio. All possible black dots are shown. In the chat, like you to go.
Well, we can see where 5s sort of go in boxes 1, 2, and 3.
You cannot put 4 or 2 here.
And no, because it could be 1, 2, and 4. Well, in the 8, in box 3 or 5, whatever that one is in the middle, a 3-cell 8 has to have a 1 in it, which
Yeah.
makes the Kropkes 2, 4, and 8. Which means the 13 cage in box 2 can't be 5, 8.
Sixteen is 7 and 9. Excuse me, 7 and 9. This has to have 2 high digits on it. So this has to have the 8 and the 9. So then these 2 are 1, 3, and 4. Well, in here, I have to have 2 high digits. So these are 1, 3, 4, and 5. And we have 6 in here. And clearly, 6 can't have multiple neighbors. So 1 must be a neighbor to 6. We also have 8 in here. So 8's going to have to go here. So that's going to place our 2 and our 8. So if I place a 6 here, that's 1, and we're at 8, and a 1, 2, or 3. So 4 must be out here. So left over 5, 6, 7, 2, 4, 8. And we don't have a 5 there.
And it can't go in on the German Whisper in box 9 either.
That's true. Okay, well, the high digits have to be there and there, so these two are low digits, along with 5. One, two, three, and another low digit, so this is a high digit. There is 8 in this column. It's going to have to be one of these 3. So it has to be close. Although I was kind of hoping about something here. A little bit more helpful, but not a ton. Well, this has to be a 1 8. However, this is 3 8 6. Well, it can't be 1 or 3, so it's a 2 6 pair.
Okay, row 5 is left with 5, 7, 8, 9, which means
5
the
in the
German
middle.
whisper has high, so those are low.
Have 1
And
here.
it can't be 7 in the center of that German whisper.
2 here.
And column 2, the German whisper in box 1 is the last of the low digits. Column 4, there's 2 low in the German whisper up there. So that last one is either 5 or high in the column.
Not necessarily. These could be low. You get 1 there, 1 there, and that could
Oh,
still be
right,
low.
right, right. Forgot.
It's on 2. Well, if this has 3 neighbors, what can it be? 3 and 7 have only 2 neighbors, so it's 1, 2, 8, and 9. It can't be at 2. 1 is less helpful. 8 would be the most helpful. Yeah, I'm not sure which one. Be more helpful or not. These two just cannot be 4, 5, or 6. This has 3 neighbors, but 2 of them are in different boxes, so those 2 could be the same. Similar to this one. I guess there's a part of me over here that wants to ask the question of, if this is this way, could it be this way as well?
Then purple would have to be high.
Would it have to be?
Yes. Oh, no, because that could be 5 instead of a low.
Yeah. I don't know if this is the right question to ask. We do know that this is 2 of the high digits and 2 of the low digits. It might be more interesting if this was this way. Or those match up. Which of those did match up, this would have to go this way. Because then this would be forced to be 5 for purple. It would be out of greens. But if that's 5 in purple, and that's 5 in purple, well, that could be a 5 and then a high digit. That would just what am I supposed to look at? If I look at, I don't know, I guess this one here cannot be a 5 ever, and it could not be 4 or 6. That's not particularly helpful. So what else do I need to look at? I mean, this is 789 or it's 123. So that doesn't feel useful. And this is everything but a 5. Okay, well, over here, I need 6 and 8 left. This one clearly can't be a 6, and neither can that. So that one's a 6, or that one's a 6, which is going to give us 1 as one of these two. So neither of these two are 1. I don't see what else to do.
If the German Whisper in box 2,
Hmm.
if that's a 9, then that's an 8, and that's 1, 2, 3, and that's a 1, 2, 3 triple in the column.
Right.
So 4 has to appear on the German Whisper. So that's a 6 or 7. Because the 5 has to go in box 5.
All right. But if it goes the other way,
Right. Then that's an 8, 9 pair. And then it's 4 on the outside.
I mean, still put it. Oh, yeah, you couldn't do that before after there. So this is 4, 6, or 7.
And that would be a 1 or 2 along with a 6 or 7 on the German Whisper.
Maybe 1, 2, 3.
Oh, yeah, because 3 could go with 8.
We're forgetting all possible black dots are given.
Oh.
So, because of that, all possible black dots are given. All possible black dots are given. What does that mean? Well, I know what it means literally. What does that help us with?
Right, yeah.
If this was a 2, that's a 3. But if that's a 6, that's a 1, which doesn't feel helpful. If it's a 3, we get a 7-9 pair. Seven, 9 there isn't helpful. Only digits that matter are 1, 2, 4, 8, and 3, 6. One and 4 can't be next to 2. Four and 8 can never be next to each other on the German whisper line, so that's not going to be an issue. Oh. If these were all purple, and therefore these all green, this is going to be 6, 7, 8, or 9. What could be in the center? You could never put a 4, because it just wouldn't work at all. 2 doesn't work because of what it sees. The 3 would have to be next to a 6. So it would have to be one in the middle. So you'd have to get 6. 7, 9 is going to make that an 8. Okay. What about the other way around? We don't have 2s there. 6, 7, 8, 9. Well, it can never be a 6. And it can never be an 8 because it would have to be next to 4. But 7 and 9 would both work. Okay. Now, I don't know if that gives me any additional information. What am I missing? I have to be missing something.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, let's imagine this is a 3. Then those can't be 6s. So then 6 would have to be one of those two, which is fine. So I have to consider that. The 5 being down here isn't a problem. Okay. If this was an 8, this would have to be a 9. But then this would have to be 3, because it couldn't be next to 8. If this was a 9, then that would be forced to be a 3, because this would be an 8. If this was a 1, this would be a 9, with no impact on whether or not that was 3 or 4. But could this be 1, is the question. Because then this would be an 8-9 pair, which would force this to be a 3. So if that's an 8-9 pair, that's a 3.
Why? Oh, because it can't be 4 next to an 8. Never mind, I
Yeah.
answered my own question.
What's left in this row? 1, 8, 2. I don't see anything over here that's unique to this box. Those are all high digits. Most of the stuff that's important is in low digits. There is 2 in this box. It can't be either of those. So the 2 is here. So that's not a 4. Nor is it a 1. This is a 3. There we go. That's a 4. That's a 9. 4 can't be next to an 8, so that's a 1. 9s are gone. Gives us 7 and 9. Those aren't 3s, so that's not a 3. 9s are gone from there. These two can't be 7s. 9s are gone from here. Not a 1. These are high digits. 7, 8, and 9. Can't put a 6. Oh, you could put a 6 here. So these two aren't 9s. These are low digits. 4, not 1s. Three can't be next to 6. 3 can't be next to 6. So 6 comes out of these. Chip Sounder says, playtest took 36 minutes and 13 seconds. Happy with that. That's good to hear. It is nice to be happy with the time of playtest. Two. Three can't be next to 6.
Center digit of box 1 can't be an 8 because it can't be next to 2. Oh, never mind. It could be next to 2.
Yeah.
Scrap that. That would just be a 2-3 pair.
Chip Sounder says, I'll leave that till next week. Sounds good to me. Although it also sounds like you are significantly behind in the live stream.
Oh, row 6. In box 4, that's a 1-2 pair. There's a 4-5 pair in the row, which makes it a 6-7 in box. And 1 and 2, well, 2 can't go next to 1 and 4, but it's not gonna be 1 and 4 underneath it anyway.
Yeah. This has to be a high digit. Can't be 6. Can't have 1 and 4 next to each other. This is high, this one's low. Out of 4. And then this one must be high, so that's a 9. There. Why am I getting...
Well, and in box 8, yeah, that's a high digit.
9 here. This one's low. 4. 6, 9. Well, not 6 or 7. So that's 8 or 9. So this one's not an 8. 6, 7 pair. This is a 4.
Well, and one of those 2
places
has
a
to
4
be
there.
6, and they can't go next to 3. Column 4, the 6-7 pair. Can't have a 3 between them because one of them has to be 6. All black dots are given.
This one, okay. I don't know why I was getting so confused on where you were talking about. You were very clear, and then my brain was very confused.
Okay, I just wasn't being very clear, apparently.
No. It was definitely me. You were definitely saying the right words.
Okay.
Yeah, you said column 4 between the 6 and the 7. So I don't know where I was trying to go. This one's 6, this one's 7. This is the 79 triple. 6 can't be next to 3. Four can't be next to an 8. Three, 5, 6, 8, 9. Doesn't seem helpful with that. That's a low digit, that's a low digit, that's a low digit. One of those has to be a low digit, this one must be a high digit. This one's high, this one's low, this one's low, this one's high. 2 can't be next to 4. That's a 3. This one's a 9. Chip Sounder says between the 8 cage and the whisper to the right. That looks under pressure. Yes, the 2 can't be next to the 1. As whichever way it goes, it needs to avoid a dot. Now, it did end up being a 2/6, so 2, 6, 7, 6, 6, 5, 7, 8, 5, 8. Either of those are 8. This one's going to 5, 3, 4, 2. This is no longer an 8, it's a 6. 1, 1, 2, 4 pair. This one's a 5, so that's an 8, that's a 5, that's a 9, and 8 here. This is a 3, I believe. I don't see 3 or 6. Oh, can't put 3 and 6 next to each other. That is something. Okay. These are all low digits. One of those has to be a low digit, so this must be a high digit. Get a high digit, and a high digit, and low digits. So that's 1 and 2, and 6 and 8. 6, 7, 8, 9. Can't be 7 or 8. This must be 1, 2, 3, or 4. Can't be 1 or 2, and it clearly can't be a 4. So that's a 3. 3 can't be next to 6. So that's a 9. Okay. So where does that go? The 2 can't be next to a 1, so that's a 3 and a 1. One place is a 2, which place is a 7. 6 and 7. A 3, a 1. 4, a 2. 1 is gone. 5, 7, 8. 5, 8. 8's are gone. 7's gone. 5 is gone. 7 and 8 is gone. 7 is gone from here. 5 is gone from here. 2, 4 pair. 7, 9 pair is going to place 8 and 9. So this is the 5. This is 4 and 5.
Alright,
Where can
row
the 6 go
2.
this row?
Yeah. And that's a
So
1, 8 pair, which is resolved.
This one's high. 6. This one's low. 2. 4, 4, 2. This is a 7. 5 here, 3 and 5. And now I need 3 and 6. If this is... Well, I also need a 9. If this isn't a 3... That is, so that would be 9 and 6. 7, 9, 7, 6. Yeah, I must have done something wrong. 2, 7, 4, 3, 5, 9. 8 is gone, 6 is gone. Can put either of those there. I broke it somewhere. I just don't know where. 6, 1, 4, 3, 7, 9, 5. 8, 2. 1, 6, and 1, and 8. This is a 3, so this is 1, 3, 4, 4, 9. I don't see 7, just going to go here, and I think that's 6, and we did it. First try. Yeah, I don't know what I did wrong. But I broke something over here. Because 6 was in this row. So this couldn't be a 3 or a 6. So I think I got this one backwards somehow.
Yeah.
Oh well, at least we fixed it. Alright, puzzle solved. So, check if it's in Logic Masters Germany. It's this one. It does not seem to be. Alright, then, with that, I have all 4 puzzles. We finally did 4 puzzles in one day. That is going to be the time that we have. So, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that fancy YouTube engagement stuff. If you want to see more content on this channel, Sudoku is, well, it's between Mondays and Wednesdays. Sometimes it's on Tuesdays. So just pay attention to when I post the advertisement for it. If you like to get notifications, you can ring the notification bell. That way it would be harder to miss the streams, especially for the single player game streams, which I should be playing on Friday. I'll be playing Last of Us Part 1. And if you'd like to see me play cooperative games, that is on Saturdays at 7 a.m. Eastern Time, normally. But yeah, with that, I want to again thank everyone for watching, and have a wonderful day.